Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to podcastjuice.net. My name is Michael Dane. Joining me today is Mr. Ampu. Sir, how are you?
I'm doing good. And I want to put an update from last week where y'all were clowning my video game and basketball skills. Right now, the game is paused. 24 points, 7 assists, 11 of 20 shooting. Your boy is balling.
All right. Got some skills going on. Digging that.
And it's about 5 minutes left in the game, so I can get some more stats. I know nobody cares, but I'm going to floss.
All right. Gamer in the house. Gamer dad. I'm one as well, so I'm not hating. Also joining us today, Mr. Big Sexy in Sack. Sir, how are you? And you must be doing not too good because we can't hear you. I don't know if you're muted. So we'll give him a few seconds. But with that said, we'll keep moving. So the first thing we got up here today is some news about Prince. So we're going to start with Prince. So I'm going to read this Prince Estate news. This is on rollingstone.com. It says the Prince Estate will stream Prince and the Revolution live across 3 days on YouTube starting Thursday, May 14th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And this is going to be the concert from the Carrier Dome in Syracuse, New York that took place on March 30th, 1985. This was also a home video release back in the day, that same year, a very classic one. And this has, of recent times, it was also released on the Purple Rain Deluxe Edition version. It was a DVD of this. It was the same quality as the original VHS. It was just on DVD, so it's not in 4K or HD or anything like that. I'm curious if they're going to make an attempt to upgrade it for the YouTube. Probably not, but nonetheless, it will be. When I say it's so funny when I say streaming. I guess YouTube is streaming. I never think of it like that, but they're uploading a video onto YouTube and then they're going to take it down after 3 days. So that's what they're doing. And also tied into this, I think there's going to be a Q&A. It says Revolution's drummer Bobby Z and Wendy, along with Lisa, Matt Fink, and it says and others. So most of the Revolution will take place in a Q&A session an hour before the premiere of this video. I can only assume, it doesn't say here, that this Q&A will take place on YouTube as well. And they are doing this in conjunction with the World Health Organization's COVID Solidarity Response Fund. And apparently viewers' donations, I don't know if these would be super chats, but the donations that you can make, I guess, when you're watching this, Google will match donations up to 5 million. So that's pretty cool.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that's not bad. Big Sexy, you're back. What do you think of this?
Yeah, I had a little bit of a situation technically here. I think it's a good deal because it gives the listeners and the viewers a chance to interact with Bobby and Wendy and the rest of the Revolution. And if Google's going to kick in 5 million, up to 5 million in matching funds, that's always a plus. So that's a good deal all the way around. Plus, you get it for 3 days. And for those of us who haven't seen it, well, I've seen it, but still, it gives you an opportunity to take a look at it and see, what was going on back in '85, and compare it to other shows and things of that nature.
All right. And Pooh, you gonna be watching this? You gonna donate some bread?
No and no. I'm not mad at this. Again, the more people that are viewing this, the better, that are being made aware. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Somebody's in trouble.
There's less gaming and more controlling your house. No, I'm just joking. That's a joke. There's jokes.
Because you're already with the iron sights. Come on.
Well, you open yourself up to it.
Whatever. Anyway, but yeah. Can you guys refresh me? These donations. These donations is going to where?
The World Health Organization. Is this the same organization Trump been going in on? last few weeks.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably,
I might make a donation. Yeah, but as far as watching it, I've seen this many times, and I really didn't appreciate this till about 2 or 3 years ago when I went to the Purple Rain Deluxe release party, and saw it firsthand. I was like, God damn, that was an amazing concert. But I'm just kind of not into it, knowing, as we've seen with the release of the originals, the release of the piano and microphone, the release of 99, all the stuff they have in the vault. I don't want to be one of those complainers, but it's kind of like that again. I get it. It's from his most popular and probably his biggest peak as an artist, but there's other content that me, for myself, would rather see. I understand this will probably do well because there are people that are discovering Prince for the first time. It's a lot of the songs that were from the film that people know, and it's probably, you slap Purple Rain concert, they don't even know anything else. They're just gonna know Prince Purple Rain concert. Okay, let me check that out. But good for that aspect. But me, I would like to have seen something different.
Yeah, I love the idea of it, though. Let me be clear. I think it's cool. It's interesting that it's only going to be on YouTube for 3 days.
There's still a phrase from Michael Dean, it's not for me. I'm not the target.
Not the target market. I assume there's going to be some fans that, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to watch this, I'm sure. I agree what was said earlier. It would have been great, though, of all the thousands of videos that they have in the vault and different things to access, if they showed something other than another Purple Rain thing. Or again, this is something that has been out forever. We've seen it all. I assume they want to show something that has the Revolution on it, I suppose. I don't know. It's curious. I haven't looked too deeply into this. I don't know if this has something to do with Warner Brothers is involved in this. So, there's some. Well,
it just occurred to me, though, that this isn't released on official DVD video.
No, it is.
It is? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's in the Purple Rain Deluxe. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it's something that's out there. I mean, I guess that's my whole thing is to say now, unless they blow my head, and when this is on YouTube and it's like in HD, at least that would be a super upgrade to what we've normally had for this, or dare I say it was in 4K. Why they wouldn't do that for a physical release, but they would do it for this? Probably not. But I don't know. It just feels like they could do something other than this. But again, I'm not complaining. It was just, to me, like you could really, to me, this is something that's for the fans. And I would imagine, like me as a fan, this is cool. But boy, would they would have had my attention if there was like, you know what they could have shown? Even though I've seen it before, but I think it would be even better, would be the First Avenue concert with the Revolution, where they actually recorded the songs that ended up on Purple Rain. They should show that.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
I think they got plans for that, though.
Well, they've been talking about that for years. It was supposed to be something on iTunes, but apparently they must not have never came to fruition because that ain't never happened, and that was announced like a couple years ago. So I don't know, but they could do something else. But I mean, I get it, It is what it is, but salute to the Revolution doing a live thing. I think that is tight. So yeah, we'll see. And it starts this week, right? So that's cool, man. I dig it. What else? Is there anything else Prince-wise before we move into other things? Now I'm thinking about it.
Well, slightly tangentially related. Today on YouTube, on Facebook Live at 1 p.m. Pacific, Jimmy and Terry interviewed legend Kenny Gamble, and I of course missed it because I was caught up with some work. So if anyone saw that, definitely report in on it because I didn't get a chance to see it.
I saw people posting about it. I didn't actually get a chance to watch it. I'm sure you can just still look it up, but yeah. But
for people who aren't familiar with the name Kenny Gamble immediately, he's much more known as part of the Gamble and Huff team behind all of the music at the Philadelphia International label, including the OJs, Harold Melvin, the Blue Notes, from there, Teddy Pendergrass. These guys were major major players. So whatever Kenny Gamble has to say is probably definitely, worth listening to.
All right. Was this a one-off thing Jimmy and Terry are doing? Some sort of
as far as I know, yeah.
Okay. Sounds like they're doing a new podcast or something. But yeah, I want more of them. I want them to talk about they shit. Like let's go through the archives of Flight Time and break down. That would be, man, I'm telling you, I like the versus type thing, but I just as easily just watch them brothers just be like, you know what? We're going to play our own records and
that
just
works for me.
Break down the meanings behind it. Shit, they could just do all of like SOS, Alex Sherrill.
They could walk
Go down
through the entire creation of the Alexander O'Neal project. I'd be good with that.
Yeah.
Walk through the whole thing.
Yeah, shit. They could, each fucking, any heartbreak, just the whole breakdown.
Yeah.
Of course, Janet would be like a series of streams, but yeah, man, they got a lot of rich history. Speaking of the versus thing, real quick, did you guys watch any of the Erykah Badu, Jill Scott?
Sadly, no, not all of it.
That'll be a no for me, and not sadly.
Go ahead, Ann. I'm sorry.
I tuned in here and there, but I get to watch it from start to finish. It was just kind of awkward the way they were just behaving and talking. When she gave the story, Jill Scott gave the story about her writing the chorus that Erykah Badu sang on the Roots. I thought that was really, really interesting. It was just kind of different, it just had a whole different kind of energy. And it was kind of like they were celebrating each other, which I guess is cool. But for me, who likes a little bit of mess and wanted some trash talking, it didn't have the same vibe that I was getting from some of the other previous versus battles.
Okay. I saw parts of it. And I think I saw more toward the end. First of all, I'm a fan of both of them. I knew going in that it would probably be more of a celebratory thing, and I had no problem with that. The age that they are, and these are women, it would go against both of their images if they was doing like a battle, because they don't seem like that's kind of the vibe they put out. But from what I did watch of it, I really liked it. I mean, and it came at the right time, in my opinion, because we were just coming off of, losing Andre Harrell, Little Richard had happened, just a few days before that. So I think it had to me like a real healing type of thing. And I think at the end, the last song, I can't remember what song that was, but it was dedicated. It was a song that Andre had wanted to hear them to when they were going to do their battle. He was anticipating this, and I think he was talking to Swiss or something. And I forget what song it was, but they played it at the end. And it was pretty moving. But yeah, I thought it was cool, man. Like, both of them are in my opinion, really dope. I think Erykah may have kind of, if I had to say anybody won, I would maybe tip it to her a little bit. But it was dope. And they even had some technical issues, but it was nothing like, Teddy and so that was kind of interesting. But yeah, I think I see now people were talking about, what was one I saw? And was it Snoop and Jay-Z or something? I can't see that.
I got nothing but love for Snoop, but I don't want that for him. I don't. I really don't.
See, the thing is, I think either one of them can make a case. I actually think that Snoop's personality would probably win in something like that. You know what I mean? Just the way he is. I think he'd be way more, entertaining, and he has a more outgoing personality than I think a Jay-Z would in a situation like this. So on one hand, I think it would be a blowout just because of that. But I mean, obviously they both have a lot of, I personally would side with Snoop all day for me personally, but I could see somebody arguing, I suppose, Jay-Z.
I mean, because the one thing Jay-Z has is for the past, 25 years, he has worked with the best producers. And his whole thing could be, I'm just going to do, each track is going to be a different hot producer. And Snoop doesn't have that. He's been very loyal to most of the West Coast. And he has jams, but, you know, I think
Snoop's
the thing
got
is...
Timberland songs. He's got Pharrell songs. He's got Dre songs.
That's 3. But I'm just saying,
what other big producers are?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, he has, you know, Jay-Z has Kanye. He has the Trackmaster.
Snoop's got cuts with Kanye.
He does? God damn.
They weren't like top of the charts, but he's got bangers with Kanye. Like one of his best ones, in my opinion, I think it's Summer something. It's a 213 song. It's Snoop, Warren G, and Nate Dogg. It's produced.
I guess I need to go back to these liner notes. God damn, really? I mean, as much as I have no love for Kanye, you can't deny that fucker's skills.
Yeah,
you know? Yeah. I mean, I just worry because, you know, I feel like Jay-Z has a little bit more diverse songs. And
come on,
I
now,
love
listen,
Snoop. No, I'm saying I love Snoop.
You have a guy.
He stays in the pocket.
No, he does not actually. Snoop went Jamaican.
Damn, you better not do the gospel.
No, he had Jamaican album, right? He had the Jamaican joint. He had the gospel joint. He's super diverse. What are you talking about? He's all over the place, man.
Yeah, God.
Jay-Z stays in his lane. He does not step out of being a rapper at all. You know, Snoop's got songs he sings on, R&B type stuff, hip hop. Like I said, so he's got a vast.
All right, I'll go ahead and take the L. Write it down. I'm gonna take the L. But the other verses that, goddamn, and I'm the one that hang with Snoop, so I really look bad. But the other one that they're talking about, which could, in my opinion, could be a blowout, is Nelly versus Ludacris. And I'm saying it's a blowout for Ludacris. That dude has bangers. I was just, because I knew we was going to talk about, I was just counting some of the hits that Nelly got. I came with 7. Now, I'm quite sure there are probably folks in the Midwest and real hip hop heads that can come with more. But as far as his hits, I counted 7. And I'm looking
What does Ludacris have?
The first album, Splash Waterfalls. He has All I Do Is Win. He has, what's the one that Sticky Icky got a Saturday Night? That's the name. That's actually the name of the song.
I don't know these.
He has the, you got to be, My Chick Bad with Nicki Minaj?
I'm not familiar with it.
Okay.
Only ones I know of his is that Stand Up.
Yeah. Throw Them Bows. Don't forget about that one. Yeah.
But we're talking about Nelly. He's got, I mean, come on, classic. And I'm not even a big fan, but I can't. It's getting hot in here. That's just like it's.
Yeah. He got Dilemma. That's gonna get all the women right there. EI, Country Grammar, Shake a Tail Feather, Flap Your Wings. But I just think that, because remember they got to go 20 rounds.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And here, let me bring up, because I think that the thing that might help Nelly is he'll have the features, you know, because you got Wish of Fantasy, you got Area Codes with Nate Dogg.
Are you talking about Ludacris?
Yeah, I got Pros, Roll Out, Saturday, Welcome to Atlanta. Come on.
He has now in terms of a rapper. Ludacris will wash the floor with Nelly. He's got some of the best verses, like you said. I mean, to me, like the verse he had on that Sierra track was ridiculous.
Oh,
was that
that one?
Yeah, that's nasty.
Yeah,
he's got verses. I don't know if they're his songs, but he is definitely featured on more. I guess Nelly can pull a Babyface and. Oh, are we doing features? I thought we were.
Well, by that logic, Nelly would need it. No. Murphy Lee was on the Welcome to Atlanta remix. That's right. Murphy. Yeah, you got to pull up the My Chick Bad, the one what he did with Nicki Minaj. Oh, shit, that's right. Ludacris can pull out as well.
Yeah, like I say, he's got more prominent features. I will give him that.
Yeah, so that could be really interesting. I look forward to seeing that one.
I think that would be a nice battle.
Somebody was saying it's like versus like, you know, Erykah Badu versus Jill Scott. That was nice. But I actually want to see two people that don't like each other doing these battles. And you know, I think about that was Chuck Creekmore from All Hip Hop. And he put it to us, who do you want? I was like, I want Jay-Z versus Kanye. Because that would be interesting.
I don't know if I would want to see if it was people that didn't like each other. I don't know.
Man, you trying to tell me you would not have tuned in for Ja Rule versus 50?
See, the thing is, I wouldn't want to see that though, because I think it would just get ugly, and I don't. To me, they're too old for that, and we don't need that. Like I don't. There's too much real drama with that. I just don't see how it would be. Again, would people want to see it? Of course. But to me, the point of these has been like to uplift the culture and to celebrate it. That would not be celebrating the culture at all. And I think the culture would lose behind something. The same way I wouldn't want to see one with, what's the guy, Tekashi or somebody. Yeah, he would.
Oh my
would
God.
more
Why'd you have
people,
to bring him up?
would more people watch it? Yes, but it would be for all the wrong reasons. So I wouldn't want to see it. Speaking of Tekashi69. So he came back out, right? Like he had a live stream, and I see that he was like, what, 2 million people or something crazy? I think his video that he dropped, I want to say, and I'm going to look it up. I think his video has like 1 billion views.
1 billion? I could have sworn of that day they said it was 2 million. I don't know if it got to 1 billion.
No, I was talking about the IG thing was 2 million. I'm talking about, he has a music video that came out on YouTube as well.
Oh, yeah.
I swear, I think I heard they said it was at 2
Let's take a look.
billion. Yeah, pull that up. Goopa. Oh, it's at 122 million. Still, that's ridiculous. It's only for 4 days.
I'm going to pray that the majority of these views are non-black people. Please. Please. But then I say that, and I'm looking at the screenshot, and it's like faux, what we call them, dime pieces. I call them bad bees in the shot. So all black, of course. Oh, why are we fucking with this dude?
What are we? That's what are we? I would imagine. I'm certainly no expert on this guy, but first of all, let me say this: he is actually the real life Joker. If you think about it.
I gotta hear this analogy.
Yeah, I mean, okay. First, look at him.
Hold on. Stop. He can't be the real life Joker because I don't ever remember the Joker snitching.
Well, see, the Joker is a disruptor. And he comes in and fucks shit, causes mayhem. And to me, that's what this guy has done and still doing. He is a troll. He's a prankster. To me, we're the Batmans. And he is the Joker. He has come in and he's laughing at things. First, I believe he started out. First of all, wasn't he originally, I guess you would categorize him as a child rapist or something like that? Or a sex offender, right?
Yeah.
Had that tag on him. They gave him a pass. I guess he didn't get the R. Kelly and the rest of them treatment. Somehow he was able to sideswipe that. He was a Crip originally. Somehow became a Blood. Somehow became a big gangster. Is putting hits on people. And people getting beat down, going across the country, trolling. He was a Joker, disrupting different areas and wanted to see the whole thing destroyed, and he laughing. And then snitched on his own people. They all went down the drain, life sentences or damn near gave up their lives. And here he is. He's back, laughing, still at the top. Just like Joker, he just came in and Gotham don't know what to do. Everybody's looking to see what he does. And he comes in and does it. He's right back at it. And to me, it's the same characteristics of a Joker. Like he's just here to just destroy shit and laugh. And I don't know if he's trying to show the hypocrisy of everything. I don't know if he's that smart, but he is definitely like going against what some people would call different codes and morals and just putting his finger up to it and say, hey, so what? There's all these other little kids that don't live that life. They could care less about that. So I'm appealing to them. So that's why I say I don't know if we actually are his fans. To me, his fans are not black. His fans, in my opinion, are the white kids who normally support rap who actually buy it. They all into him. You know, they don't have to deal with the repercussions of street life. They don't have to deal with the repercussions of being a thug. It's fun in games. It's something they can watch and laugh at, but they're not going to get shot over it. And just like him, he ain't going to jail over it. He's back on the streets. You blacks are going to go down over it, but not him. So to me, he's the embodiment of the people who don't really give a fuck about rap, no way, but just find it as song and dance, and it's funny. That culture is funny to them and entertaining. And he's exactly that. Like, he's exactly what that mindset. And he's actually doing it. And he's just showing you, like, I'm not going to get the same treatment as them. It's just fun to me. This isn't, I don't have to live by no rules because I ain't going to get hurt. And unfortunately, or fortunately, anybody that comes up to him now and tries to do something, you pretty much got to know you're going to take a one-way ticket to the penitentiary because the feds is on him. And they're waiting for you to do something against him, I would imagine. Like, that's probably what throw him out there to see who hit dogs or holler. Let's see who's going to run up on him now, because, yeah, you going to jail. He's one of us. So to me, I would only question anybody in the so-called culture who actually supports that. That's to me who you got to. That's the test now, to see who actually wants to do an interview with them, or, you know, putting them on and stuff. Those are the ones you should. Those, to me, I'm conspiracy. I would actually call them the real coons, because you actually supporting somebody who could care less about your people. It's a joke to him. And of all the stuff that's going on right now, to me, it's super disrespectful. You got brothers getting gunned down the street, going to jail. Now, he's snitching on criminals. So I'm not caping for thugs. But if he was really about the culture and hip hop and all that, he would come out and be like, you know what? I see the old boy got killed the other day. Let me speak about something other than myself and laughing at you guys. Let me stand up, since I got all these eyes on me, and say something and for the game. But he's not going to do that, because he could really give a fuck about any of that. It's all about himself. He's egotistical. And it is what it is. But that's my little rant on Tekashi69. What say you, Ampu?
Well, my thing is, you know, Ampu, per usual, getting a little emotional into my feelings. And when I just saw all of it, all I just went to is like, this is just bullshit. Black people, please don't support this fool. And all I'm looking at is like, why they ain't got him? Why they ain't captive? Instead of, you know, having taking a step back and thinking all of the repercussions that go around with this, that's now surrounds this guy. Like you said, he, in my opinion, he already had the complexion for the protection, and now he absolutely has the protection from the FBI. So as much as I want people to go hoorah on him, like, yeah, that's really just not possible. Think it's not smart. And, you know, overall, like, as you were just saying, you know, the people not speaking to him, I was thinking myself, like, yeah, I want to hear him on the Breakfast Club so Charlamagne can get at him. And that's me, you know, thinking short-sighted, that I'm hoping they're going to call him out. But at the end of the day, it's like, no, let's have that same energy that I'm saying we should have for Kanye. He gets no pass. He gets none of our attention. He gets no love for us. Like you're saying, don't put him on these shows, because that's somewhat validating him to the Black community if we really hold the Breakfast Club in that higher regard. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to have to start with myself. No sharing of any of his content. Just F that dude, because he is making the culture look bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should speak on it to call it out for what it is, but all money ain't good money. And I know it's so tempting. Oh, we get the exclusive with him. We're going to get clicks and going to make money. But then you ask yourself, what you making money on? Like, that's what then you might as well have Zimmerman or some of these other cats on there too, because you would be exclusive. But it just, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I personally don't want to see nobody get hurt. I don't even want to see him get hurt. because he got kids, he got a family. I feel like he should definitely pay a cost for something, but I'm not out here trying to see somebody getting hurt. And at the end of the day, in my opinion, if he did get hurt, what's going to happen is the so-called culture is going to one that's going to take the fall on that. Not what you may think. They're just going to be like, see, these people are savages. They can't even, once again, they've killed another rapper. You don't want to really do business with these people are savages. So I say we should come with the intelligent angle and just ignore them. Like, it ain't even worth us getting upset for it. It's not worth another black person to go to prison over hurting them. Like, throwing your life away to hurt this fool is not worth it. Now, again, I'm not speaking for criminals or thugs in the streets. That's I'm talking about regular people. He's in the criminal world, so the criminal world can do what they do. I'm not speaking on that, but in terms of regular people,
you low-key.
Yeah, no. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, you low-key saying, hey, I'm not saying the criminals. If y'all gonna do that work and you gonna die, go ahead. But
the criminal world doesn't.
But the non-knuckleheads,
the criminal world doesn't make any psychological sense to me, so I can't apply logic to that. That's you on some other shit. I can't deal with that. That doesn't work. But for regular people, you'd be a fool to be in emotions over this guy. Then he really wins because he got you feeling, oh yeah, fuck that. I say, you know what? Be on your Omarion. I don't feel no kind of way about it. Who? Tekashi? Man, please. That's for them white kids. We don't even bother with that mess. Let them have that. That's their thing. If anything, take control of hip hop again, because there's really no reason why he should be in that position. At least none of our dollars should go toward it. If they want to make him a star, then let them go ahead and make him a star. And Brian Chester, talking about, when you say they on the show, who you think I'm talking about? You know who the fuck I'm talking about. Stop it. Don't do that. But yeah, man, welcome. We all saw that. We should all saw that coming anyway. There should be no shock. He played the same "Are You Threatening Me" playbook, and he was the one in there putting hits on people. Huh? He's like, how do you get away with that? And you back on the streets. And I find it funny that it was his own fans who aired him out in terms of his location, right? You see that video? White girl, I think it was in the Hamptons or something, and the house behind her, she's like, look, there's Tekashi on the balcony. He rented the house. He's renting the house behind me. So then he had to move. See, they think it's funny. They don't understand, like, he's probably in real danger by releasing his information, but they're not from that lifestyle. So for them, it's like, oh, there he is right there. I'm at 444-667. Not understanding there might be some squads on retainer ready to hit him up. But man, I don't feel sorry for him, but man, what a way you have to live now. Like you on the state of on the run. That's crazy. But like I said, we're not going to cry over, I don't know if it's alleged, but sexual offenders for children. We're not shedding no tears for that. So it is what it is. That's the lifestyle, I guess. Big Sexy, any last words on Tekashi69?
This is how I look at it. When you try to co-opt a culture, a style, an attitude that isn't genuinely who you are, that's one thing. You'll be exposed eventually. Then you kick it up a notch and put people in danger behind your shit. That's a whole other ball game. Now, the fact that he turned rat and gave people up to avoid that large time, okay, that's fine. Because as we all know, those decisions come with a cost. And his little face makeup and all that shit ain't going to mean shit when the real people get up with him and have a discussion. He did it to himself. Fuck him. I ain't worried about him.
Yeah. I ain't either. Boy, if that would have been if Tekashi was a black rapper, man, and he got back on, he'd be damn near be God. Like oh you they got you on tape putting hits on people, and you back on the street, and then you got the top video. Stop it. It's so I find it funny. Like just even like didn't they ban Farrakhan? Was that Facebook or Twitter or something?
Yeah, I think it was both.
When they gonna ban this guy? I don't understand.
Well, I mean, Mike, you don't understand. You don't understand the game, my brother. You see, the reason why Farrakhan is not on there, my brothers, you got to think. He ain't making the other man money. Now, this Tekashi69, yes, he's a fool, but he's bringing in millions for the company. Think, my brother, follow the money.
All right.
The thing is, if you think about it, strictly on the money front, if something did happen to him, his sales would explode. So I'm with you, Mike. The best thing to do is just ignore this cocksucker, man. Fuck him. Because if anything happens to him, it'll give him press and it'll drive sales of his bullshit music that nobody wants to hear. So no, let's not give him any press.
Man, you brought up a good point. I bet you, I wouldn't be surprised if some people in the record company want him to be out there. It's like, yeah, yep. Okay. We got an album. We got an album, a couple albums saved up. Cool. Because yeah, get ready. He'll be the next Machiavelli, Tupac. Yeah, oh well, he ain't okay. We talked enough about him. This foolishness. Moving on. Oh, cycling back to Jill Scott. So I saw after the versus battle with Erykah Badu and Jill Scott, I saw that there were some news stories about supposedly Black Twitter was debating why Lizzo doesn't seem to get the same type of respect as a Jill Scott. And when I saw that, first thing I was like, what? I was like, okay, I guess you're bringing up Jill Scott because something just happened with her in the news. And then you're trying to say, what, because she is, I guess you would use plus size or, she's not real thin. And Lizzo is not real thin. Oh, they're two plus size Black women. So they got to put them together, and they're artists. But come on, man. Jill Scott been in the game since what? The late 90s or early 2000s? Yeah. Mad albums out, movies, TV shows. Lizzo's probably been rapping or doing her thing for a long time, but in terms of us in the mainstream knowing about it, she's only been a few years.
She's brand new.
She came out the box hidden. I give her that. Not saying she didn't.
Yeah, not saying she didn't.
Came out banging, then she won some Grammys or she nominated or something like that. So she's out there, no doubt. But how do you compare one to the? I guess it's she doesn't get the same. I don't know what they mean. Is it say because people when they fat shaming Lizzo? And they're not fat shaming Jill Scott? Is that what? I mean, then what do you think? So my thing is to say this. Listen, they're both dope. Now, I'm a Jill Scott fan. I know her music. I don't know Lizzo's music, but I salute Lizzo. She's doing her thing. To me, Lizzo, as I've said many times before, all of the I suppose this is sexy. All of the sexy, revealing attire and the twerking and all that kind of stuff. It's cute. Yeah, it's cute. I understand why she has to do that. Back in the days, we used to say you're going butt naked for what you can't do on record, but she actually is talented. She can get down on her songs. So to me, you can't be mad if everybody isn't saying bravo to your butt cheeks. Everybody doesn't have to like that. Some people have preferences of what they like looking at certain things. Do we get on women when they be looking at brothers with the six packs and, oh yes, girl, ooh, girl. No, that's something for the lady. Okay, that's cool. You don't want to see the brother with the belly hanging over. You know what I'm saying? The what they call them, the dad bodies. They like seeing the brothers ripped up, greased down. Not mad at that. Of course, eye candy. We're not saying you body shaming men, are you? So why would it be body shame? There's people that just have preferences. Now listen, there's going to be people that are going to respond to how people carry themselves in a certain way. So if you come in, like if a man came in suited and booted, or a woman came in on her Michelle Obama, she always is going to be met with the highest respect from people, because they like, look how she holds herself, and she comes with an aura about her. You're not going to come to her talking sideways, because she come to you on she's a grown ass woman. So now if a Michelle Obama came out and she was, what's Trump's wife's name?
Ivana.
Ivana. Don't they got pictures of Ivana out there?
Melania,
butt naked and all kinds. Melania.
Yeah.
They got her out there. But do they be going in on her?
Yeah.
Do they be saying, why you nude shaming her, sex shaming her? Because she don't carry her. She carry herself a certain way. So it is what it is. That's the world. It ain't supposed to be fair. It is what it is. If you're going to be out there, just like if Madonna was out there doing her thing, certain people didn't like that. But hey, go ahead and do you. Everyone ain't got to like it. Now, to be fair, I don't think Lizzo is actually saying any of this. I don't know if it's just fans. But you know what? Let that be a lesson to show you, hey, man, you're going to be treated how you get down. If you come in the place thugged out, ass crack showing, and you mad because they don't step to you and ask if you want to have a seat at the table, they're going to treat you how you look, homie. Don't be mad. So if she come in the sport arena, ass out, some people be like, ooh, god damn, baby, look good. Ooh, yeah, haha. Some people be like, I'm cool. You know, do you want to take a stand by? Nah, why don't you go over there and sit over there? I'm cool. But salute to you, sister. So I don't get it, man. You can't have it both ways. You know, and everybody ain't got to like you. If you respect yourself, people gonna respect you. Now, I don't think people are disrespectful per se to Lizzo, but I think it's such a high sensitivity to anybody who says anything about her is corny. It's kind of corny. And I'm saying this, I think Lizzo's dope. But I'm not going to act like I'm surprised if when they look at Jill Scott and somebody look at Lizzo and they go run into Jill Scott first. And she been in the game, man. She an icon in the game to certain people. That's my opinion. Rambling. And Pooh, what do you think, man?
Yeah, I mean, everything you said makes a lot of great sense. I was going to try to sit back and like, everybody up on these antics, but that was Jilly from Philly slobbing on a microphone in the middle of a concert. But that happened. Can't take that away from her. That happened.
But she didn't come out the box like that.
Yes. She has created a very good resume, from hit songs to dope albums to television shows to movies. So yeah, the reason why, I mean, hey, millennials, Zoomers, get out your feelings. The reason why Jill Scott is getting more love than Lizzo, despite them being equally talented, despite them being both big girls, is because one has been in the game longer and has that resume. It's nothing personal. It's not because Lizzo is ratchet or does hood rat shit with her friends. It's the resume. I'm sure in 10 years, if she keeps coming up with good albums and good music, because yeah, she's doing all this other distractive stuff, but she's backing it up with good music, then she would get the same level of respect.
Well, I would push back and say some of it, yeah, it is because she's acting ratchet that she's not getting the respect. Why would you think he's gonna get respect if you're acting ratchet? I don't understand. Like, they show videos all the time of sisters, ratchet videos. Do they be respecting them? And they out there really in their real life acting like that. Do they get are they shocked when they don't get the same respect of a sister who don't carry herself that way? No, you get how you get down. So I don't see why Lizzo would get a pass.
Well, I mean, I would just say I would look at Nicki Minaj. She definitely has earned a lot of respect despite her what people would deem as ratchetness. And she has the Billboard numbers. She has the streams. She has the sales. So yeah, she has all of these other antics that you can call ratchet, but she has that resume. You look at Madonna. Madonna, I'm sorry, that chick is ratchet. Putting out coffee table books, putting out damn near new videos, masturbating in the middle of her concert. That chick is ratchet. But she has
actually somebody's typing in the background.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
Why don't even apologize for saying Madonna's ratchet? She is. She knows she is. We all know she is.
Right. And and again, I'm gonna put it out there. Lizzo can dress provocative and get the side eye, but a Rihanna can dress the exact same way. She's not going to get the side eye. You know why?
Because she's fine.
Because she's fine in a motherfucker. See, people don't want to hear that, but that's the truth. Stop it. It's the same way. When I go to show a man, if a brother come in there, hair busted, hairline busted, unshaven, and he just look, regular versus some, Lenny Kravitz or somebody walk in there, who you think they go? Oh, well, don't be shaming the other guy. Man, they're going to be all over Lenny's nuts. As they should. That's just the way it is. People respond to that type of stuff. You can't fight human nature. Is some of it, is there some body shaming in there? You better believe it. Is there some bias? You better believe it. That's how people are, though. Sometimes being shamed, I don't know. I think somehow we've got it where it's unfair if somebody shames you about something. And I'm saying not all the time it's not unfair. Is it unfair? Yeah. But is there some truth probably behind it? Yeah. Is it people have bias? Yeah. But there's bias in everything. We can't cry every time somebody has a bias about something. Everything ain't for everybody. Some people may not find Lizzo attractive. Then so be it. They can have that opinion. So what? That's their opinion. The fact of the matter, what matters, does Lizzo find herself attractive? And I think she does find herself attractive. That's why she does. She's like, fuck that. I look good. That's why I say salute. But you can't be mad if somebody else don't like it. Same way some people like the real thin chicks with big boobs and all that. I'm not into that, but I know there's a lot of people that are.
You're absolutely right. So, I'm speaking for the guys. Some guys are, leg men. Some guys are boob men. And, it's all good, man. What's good for one is not necessarily good for someone else. Doesn't mean it's better or worse. It's different. Damn.
Yeah.
People need to lighten up.
Some chicks like buffed out dudes. Some like non-muscular guys or older guys or bald head or whatever. We don't say they shaming the other people. That's what she's into. Yeah. If you don't fit that, so be it.
And you made a perfect example with Lenny Kravitz, because you can grab any man off the street and put him in the exact same gear as Lenny. You ain't Lenny, dog. Lenny's got that thing. That's just the way it is.
Yeah. It's just like with Prince. Prince is the same way. Most motherfuckers is not gonna, if you walked in anywhere with the high heel boots, perm, and makeup, and all of that, and you came swagging your ass up in there, you gonna get clamped.
I walk in the court in high heel boots, I'm going to jail.
Now Prince done put in years, decades, mastering his style, super confident, swagged out, rich. So the first thing, even when he wasn't super rich, he was dressing like that. And you know what the big thing was? He didn't give a fuck then. So when he blew up, he surely didn't give a fuck. And you could look at him and tell he didn't give a fuck what you thought. He knew he looked good to him. So you believed it. You believe that this dude's shorter than most men, right? Wearing women's shoes, wearing makeup, everything most women would pass a dude in a hot second if they came up and tried to hey, how you doing?
And ridicule too.
Yeah.
Oh,
hey, sis, how you doing? Nigga, what?
Oh, hell no.
You better get on. You crazy? But I'm on my prince.
Maybe quick to be like, nigga, you gay. Stop it.
Yeah, they be like, sit your flamboyant. Sit your RuPaul ass down somewhere. But like, come on, baby. They be like, man, stop it. But again, certain people put in work where you can like, you know what? They wear that with you couldn't get away with that. So some people can get away with the asses out. Some people can't. But again, if we're talking about celebrities who, they have money and they can get a pass, so they can walk around with stuff that we normal people wouldn't. You could wear it, but you're gonna you're really gonna get shamed in the streets. But see, they're guarded, so they ain't nobody gonna come up to Lizzo and be like, "Hey, you know what? You need to say." They're not gonna do that. They ain't gonna let you walk in the front door. You're like, whoa. You trying to walk in the Safeway? Like, no. Unless you go on to Walmart, I suppose. People got their asses out of Walmart all day, but that's another story. But yeah, man, I mean, like I said, man, put in some work first. How about that? How about you put in some work and then we can compare people, not people that just came out. Somebody said I saw somewhere they said that'd be like Miguel fans asking how come he don't get the respect Prince does. Like, shit. Well, you ain't got no. Where's your body at work?
And the thing is, we can put Jill over here to the left for the moment. You could use a contemporary of Miss Lizzo. You could say, what's my girl's name? The young lady from Alabama Shakes. Oh, and she's gone solo now. I've forgotten her name. Brittany something.
Okay.
She's a larger woman, and she's got a fistful of Grammys, and she's doing a thing in a short time, and she's getting the love, and no one's made any comments about her figure. So the fact that Ms. Lizzo has made it a point of topic, people are going to take that. It's like saying, "Oh, it's okay for us to say this? Oh, here it comes then." And then she doubles down, like you said earlier, going to the Lakers game, putting ass juice on the seats. I don't know. No one else to see that. So for her fans to get all bent out of shape, well, why don't she get the same love to Jill Scott? Jill Scott doesn't carry herself like that. So there you go. And Ann mentioned the little thing on stage she did. Yeah, that was on stage. It's not like she was at the Laker game on the Jumbotron. Hey, look at this. Oh, no. So no, man. Lizzo's doing great business-wise, but now that she's gotten the attention, she needs to, transition out of that bullshit and just let her music do the talking.
Yeah, I mean, I say do whatever works for you. Like I said, I'm not in her, it's not. It ain't for me, so I can't really speak on it. But if it works, go for it. But again, everyone ain't gonna like it. That's all I'm saying. Like, you accept that and do your thing. And when you want to be compared to people that's been around for a long time, you have to put in some work. It'd just be like if you went to work at some place and there'd been somebody who's been there for years and they're indispensable to the company, and you just started and you ain't never had a job and you just coming in, you wondering why you don't get the same opportunities as the guy who's been putting it down, because you got to put in your own work. And that's something, it cannot be lost on. So, Lizzo's going to be fine. Just keep banging them out. Keep banging out them joints, and you be good. But, and like I said, this is not Lizzo saying this. So I'm not trying to say she's making any of these type of statements, because she's not. But
you're right. It is not Lizzo. It's just somebody in her fan base saying that, whatever, man. But don't put it out there. People will call you on it.
Yeah. So anyway, there they go. I know I wanted to bring up real quick. Got a new book. I got the audio book and I actually finished it already. And it is from an unlikely person. At least it was to me. This book is called Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter by Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. Very good book. What is it about? It is basically 50 Cent. I'm going to call him Curtis, Mr. Jackson. I'm going to call him Mr. Jackson. This book is by Mr. Jackson, not 50 Cent. Mr. Jackson talks about how he goes from, being a kid whose mom was murdered when he was a young child, not having a dad, and having to go with his grandparents, and how you come from that environment. And of course, he's been shot and all this, and how where he is today, TV shows, successful TV shows and businesses, philanthropy, going around the world. And it's a book that I wish people like a Diddy, Jay-Z, any of these guys, I wish they would do a book like this, because he's actually given you his mindset and his theories and practices of how he was able to survive as long as he has and have multiple different careers in different sort of lanes and be successful. What was it like to leave behind the people you came in the game with? What was it like to be a black guy walking into these high level corporate meetings in businesses, and you're not from that, and having the confidence to actually sit at the table and do these types of deals when these guys have been to Harvard and all of this kind of shit. It's a fascinating book. And I'll say this, I always was going in, to me, my biggest thing about 50 Cent, I just couldn't get over, was how he was doing his son in public. I think it's just horrible. And I was like, man, I can't listen to this book unless I know he's going to address this. Cause you can't really get I can't give him no props. And he goes into that in the book. And it's a sad, as a dad listening to it, and I can hear it in 50, it hurts him. But I understand the situation. It's not perfect, but I get it. It gives me more information. I can understand now the way those things are. And I just think, man, it's a good book because, again, he's got to be, I come away from it now saying he actually is super intelligent, because I only just thought of him as his image and the way he presents himself. But it's so calculated the way he presents himself. He reveals that in this book, that he is really nothing like the person that he projects himself to be. But he is so masterful in understanding how the world sees him that he uses that for his advantage. And he's had L's. There's multiple L's in this book. But he talks about, and he's very open and honest about them, his weaknesses, the things that he struggles with, and how he was able to overcome these things. And again, is just a super, very well-rounded dude. He's still learning, but I was surprised. And I listened to that book very quickly because I was so into it. It made me go and do some things and switch up my regimen. Made me think about doing things a little different. It made me walk away with some action plans to put things down and get it popping. Because I'm listening to this dude. If there's anybody that's working like a job, it's that motherfucker. Like, he's stay, in the gym, eating right, not smoking no weed. He's not really partying like that, what you think. He don't drink. He's all about his business. He wants to stay up all night and work. And he's chopping it up with some of the biggest people out there and doing business. And it's a good book. I could go on and on, but I'm telling you, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter.
I just ordered it.
Yeah, it's a damn good book, man. I just love that he was honest enough to tell you, yo, this is how I do this. This is, you want to know? And then I know some of his peers be like, this motherfucker talking shit, because he's going in on. I always be, why come Lloyd Banks and Tony Yayo and some of these other people didn't make it? And he tell you exactly why they didn't make it, and what happens when when you blow up, and your other boys ain't putting in the work or don't understand.
There
you
it
get
is.
left behind, man, and you have to cut them people off. So yeah, it's a good.
Everybody
one.
can't come, man.
Yeah, man, and he wanted to bring everybody. And he did for a time,
But
it's like,
yeah.
hey. Everybody got it. Even talks about baby moms and yeah, I'm rich as fuck. But what you gonna do? Hey, I'm willing to help you out. Well, I don't need to work. Why would I need to work?
Oh, God. It's funny you would say that because back when I was a senior in college, there was this woman I was just nuts, had been nuts for eons. And I moved away, did my thing, and blah, blah, blah. And now, she made it be known that, she wanted to get in touch. I'm like, oh, let's do this. So I go back to Oakland one day. I'm like, all right, baby, let's discuss it. Oh, yes. And then she hit me with, and I quote, I said, what do you bring to the table? She's like, I bring style and grace. I'm like, okay, and? Okay. What else do you bring to the table? And another woman, said something similar, and she's all, oh, you can do everything you want to do, and back when we were together and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, one, we were never together. Let's be real there. Two, and I do apologize for the language on this one, but I said, pussy is ubiquitous. And she's all, what's ubiquitous? I said, we're done talking here. Thank you. So I understand exactly where, Mr. Jackson's coming from on that one. And again, that is not just a man-woman thing. Women face the same shit.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers who didn't want to put in the work, want to come in and glide on your gravy train and ride your coattails and be Klingons on your enterprise. No, hell no. No. Bring something to the table and we can ride together. Otherwise, I can't help you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's...
when you're talking about that, Mark, you don't want to be Lindell Locke. I know both of y'all like, who the hell is that? That's Beyonce's first boyfriend.
Probably was a kid.
No. They were adults, but I'm like that's who she came in the game with. And like,
okay.
Don't be that brother.
Don't be that cat. Yeah. Yeah, Beyonce gonna blow up. I'm gonna be paid. No, brother. Don't work like that.
Yeah, man. It's a good. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's a great story about what's his name, Omari, the guy who plays in Power.
Omari Hardwick.
Yeah, he talks about him auditioning, and man, 50 ain't no joke, man. I would love to meet a cat like that, man, because he's like he would keep it honest with you. But he's just like an insightful dude, and he makes people rise to the occasion, or you can get the fuck away from him. Like, and he has no problem, like, hey man, calling you on some shit and calling himself on some shit too. Like, I see why he's in the position that he is. No one could survive that long and have the career he has. He's not some like he admits, yeah, my rapping, that shit is over for me. I saw that writing on the wall, so I had to go relearn some other shit and get into a different bag. Otherwise, I'd have been a wash up like the rest of them. And let me get around some different people. Let me go learn some other shit. And he soaked up a lot of game. And yeah, future is bright. And then he gets into now he wants to give back. It ain't about balling. Now again, his image may think you different, but. What he wants to do and what he's starting to do, he wants these other people to put food in people's mouths. So I can't be mad about that. But anyway, it sounds like I'm riding his nuts. I'm not, but go get the book. There you go.
Like I said, I ordered it, so hopefully it'll be here in a couple of days.
Right on. And if you get the audiobook, he narrates the book. That's
my next question. He does?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to get the audio. I was like, oh, he says it, and he's a very good narrator. He's not. And shout to my guy Bobby Brown, but he's not reading the book like Bobby Brown read. And then he said, but Bobby.
Wow.
Stop it, man! I'm doing the king.
I know. I love Bobby Brown.
No, but it's really eye opening, and I would say somewhat refreshing. No, I'm not gonna say refreshing, but like I'm shocked to hear him talk about his rap career like that.
Yeah,
because. I mean, he's clicked in with Eminem, with Snoop. I'm sure he has access to Pharrell, and most importantly, Dre. And he really thought that he just got to a point like the rap game is over. When I'm like, you just can't tool up again with the homies? But so
when,
amazing.
When Jimmy Iovine and them tell you it's over, it's over.
Wow.
When they cut off the resources, he's like, okay, no problem. I'll go on and do something else. But he's not. He doesn't wait for nobody else. He just okay, cool. And he talks about shit. If I lost it all, I would have a what do you say? A sandwich stop on the street, and I'll be slinging sandwiches. But I'll be doing that for a year or two, and then that bitch would be a restaurant, and then so on. So he's like, I'm not afraid to go back and start over. You know, I'll bet on me. I'll always work. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm gonna be all right because I'm not gonna stop. And I have to salute to that. But anyway, man, get off of that brother. We want to talk about something else. So it was a football player or something.
Mr. Earl Thomas.
Yeah. And Pooh.
So so Earl Thomas, football player for the Baltimore Ravens, I believe. I think he plays safety. He got himself in his own little Lionel Richie situation. Headline, TMZ. I should go to Total Sports Online. They had the most ridiculous fucking headline. But essentially, in the middle of coronavirus, he got busted doing some group sex with his brother and two women.
Damn.
By his wife.
Wow.
I don't know. They don't go into details how she found him. I'm thinking like, brother, how are you slacking that
she cracked
bad?
his phone. She did the work.
Oh,
She hacked his phone and did the track down, the whole nine. Baby went full on Robert Scorpio, man.
So she shows up at the spot, busts into the room, and like you think like, oh, you ain't no good. You foul. I'm leaving you. Nah, she's like, F that. She came in there with the handgun and busted in like, I'm gonna shoot everybody. And old boys copy, please. I would too. I ain't gonna even lie in that situation. She decides to try to pistol whip him, hits him in the head.
Wow.
The gun goes off. So now she's dealing with potentially kidnapping, attempted murder, definitely assault. Would that be assault with a deadly weapon?
Yeah.
And she's trying to say, well, she took the clip out, but there was still one in the clip in the,
One in the
chamber.
Wow.
Clearly, she didn't go to first level. So yeah, this to me I'm just so pissed. After I got through laughing, I got so pissed. Like, bruh, you married this woman, you made a child with this woman. In the middle of coronavirus, you decide that's the time you need to go get some side. And what you doing with your brother in the same room?
Yeah. That's the side-eye right there.
And even further, okay, you know what? Maybe it's not my place to judge you. I don't know what's going on in your marriage. Maybe you got rules and she overreacted. It could be possible. I don't know. But my thing is that how are you putting yourself in a position to get caught? How are you giving her the suspicion to be tracking you down? Is the marriage not that good in the beginning? So maybe you just need to call that part quits when you got somebody running up on you with a gun. And it's like, Mike, I'm quite sure you're going to come in with more inspiteful, more inspirational talk about. No, I mean, you seem to be
inspired cheating now.
No, not so much as far as, this isn't how a man's supposed to behave, head of household, a father, and all of that. And what are you doing? I'm just looking at this like, I don't want to feel too much sympathy for the wife. I mean, because being cheating on that situation, it probably could drive you to do some crazy things. But, she got to look at herself like, why are you doing that? Why you got some huge freaking problems you have to deal with now. I'm sure a gun charge and all the other stuff. And I just don't get it. It's sometimes just call it quits. That's just crazy. And now you got your man looking like a fool. So when he goes back to the locker room, the game day, they're gonna be just wishing. He's gonna get Hayes for this.
He's an NFL player.
NFL player. Yeah. And the worst part was the day before the story broke, I guess he called him. He actually literally said on video, I'm trying to get ahead of it. There's going to be a story going on with me. I can't remember his wife's name. Let's call her Tanisha. Don't believe everything out there. We're going through some issues. Just pray for us. Forget all the drama and the mess. I'm not a perfect man. I was like, okay, he's copping please. He was copping please. So this kind of just brings me back to the Ray Rice. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, protect your bag.
Yeah. Yep. Go ahead, Ant. I mean, Big Sexy. I'm sorry.
If there is anything close to the barber shop, it's the locker room. So yeah, when he comes back, when we get season popping, they're gonna bust his balls for a little bit, and depending on how he carries it will determine how long it'll last. Like if he's just like lets it roll off his back and he takes it, it won't be too bad. But if he gets all feelings about it, and nah, man, you're gonna hear about this for a minute. And the thing is, consenting adults do what they want to do. Okay. So he decided to go out there and do his thing and with his brother and the group sex and blah, blah, blah. Dude, if you're going to be in that environment, you have to handle your situation at the house. Okay. So she didn't just wake up one day and decide, hey, let me crack his phone and see where he is. Clearly she had the goods on him before and just executed. I have a friend here, a female, and she works in the computer industry, and I don't mean as a programmer. She works in the hardware. She's one of those people, and she told me about this ex-boyfriend when she tracked this fool down, had him cold busted. I'm like, damn, baby, you'll never get your hands on my cell phone, but he got caught. He got caught. Own it. Do your counseling. Pay the price, because if you are married, that means you're probably a knucklehead and they get a prenup. So that means half your bag is in jeopardy now. You have to
behind Joe dumbness.
Behind your shit, yeah. So you got to go ahead and play the role now. Now it's all about damage control. That's what we're doing now.
Okay, I got some further facts. So it doesn't appear she did, like she would have prior, like in my opinion, based on what I just read here, it doesn't appear like she had suspicion that he was messing around. And it's not that she had to do too much work. This fool went on Snapchat.
Oh no!
You on Snapchat did what now?
He was on. She found out about this. There was a Snapchat post, and it had him, and she saw him with another woman. I don't know if it was his brother's account or it was his account, and I guess the woman was in the background or something. But come on, man, bruh, what are you doing? How you doing, dirt? But you published. So
come on, man.
This went on Snapchat, and then that's when she, I guess, did some triangulations or something through her Snapchat account and tracked him to an Airbnb. So at least he was smart enough not to go to a hotel, went with an Airbnb. But how do you snitch on yourself on social media?
Bruh. Stupid.
Throw the whole man away.
Well,
baby, get rid of him. Take the bag, get rid of him.
So yeah, I mean, he was dumb. What he did is dumb, and we've heard this before. People, guys. We talk about men. Some men do stupid shit like that. Some men. I assume these guys are young. I'm hoping he's a younger person because that sounds crazy. But
30.
Damn. Well.
Yeah, a little too old for that shit. Yeah.
The other part of it, and so yeah, he is doing things that are going to cause his family to be jeopardized, right? So he's starting the foolishness. The wife, do they have kids? Anybody know?
To my knowledge, they have one.
They have one child.
They had a baby shower on their social media.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I can understand being mad, and I'm assuming the young lady was probably a little younger too. Maybe she might be in her 30s. But she's damn lucky that she didn't kill nobody or somebody didn't get shot or get like hurt, serious damage, brain damage or something. You never, because her life could have been forfeited over. I mean, she could have messed around. And I don't know if she is going to be a felon, but she could have really damaged things for herself and her child, and there wouldn't be no coming back from that. When things like this happen, you know, I would say going forward, for if your husband or your wife is caught cheating and they in a position like they have, where they have a lot of resources and money coming to them in the NFL, she should have really just played that smooth and logged all this shit, went ahead and got the pictures. If you want to bust in, she should have bust in, not with the gun and being gangster. You would have pulled out your camera, got your documented proof, and then be like, listen, bro, I'm going to holler at my lawyer and we can work it out that way, but I'm not going to jeopardize my half of this dynasty because you want to go out here acting a fool. You can go and act a fool, but I'm not going to be acting a fool with you and get thrown in prison or kill somebody and I won't get shit. So I was going to say, I know it's emotional because I'm a bust in. Really, but what is that going to really do? Like, you going to bust on them and what? Then you're going to do something stupid. You're like, yo, get them on tape so you can take it to your lawyer and be like, hey, so she's going to need everything she wants because we got you. You know, what you want to do. So I'm glad that nobody got seriously hurt. I'm glad she didn't mess off and do something really crazy because that could have been all really bad. Hopefully the NFL don't be like, pull some dumb shit and don't want to mess with them no more. You were talking about people busting his balls. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not in that world, but you better be ready for a lot of smoke if you're gonna go to another man and talk about with his wife, drama with his wife, and what that's.
See, it's not necessarily about the wife per se. It's about you got caught. That's what it is.
But it's a hot thing, and his wife pistol whipping. I guess I'm saying.
I'm not saying bring that part up.
Well, I know, but like, that's what he might be thinking. Like, oh, you talking shit about my family, nigga? Fuck off.
Then that's on him, man.
Well, yeah, but see, if he wasn't whooping on your ass, or you get into a fight in the locker room, it's gonna be on the general manager and be like, you know what? I don't need these niggas.
That's right. You can go.
All of y'all can go. So I wouldn't mess up my bag so I can break somebody's ball. Fuck that. That nigga do his fool. I'm here to catch the ball, run, and get this bag. I ain't joking with Nan. I ain't with this. I would be, like I said, I would hope for anybody before they think they're going to crack jokes would hesitate and think about where they're at. They could just as easily be being an Uber driver and football dreams dashed away. Fuck that. Don't let that dude's foolishness get you locked into some mess. Because it don't sound like he's that smart.
That's what I tell everybody. Youngins, athletes, and musicians, get the prenup. So when this shit happens, and the statistics say it's more likely than not that it will happen, you're prepared for it. Period. Now, I know the other side of the ledger is, well, if you love me, you won't make me sign this piece of paper. This is business. And if you do love me and I love you, then the paper will never come into play. Never. That's what people just don't seem to understand. It only comes into play if shit goes wrong. And when shit goes wrong to that point, okay, now it's business. Yeah. And as far as I know, you didn't sing on this album. You didn't make this tackle. You didn't dunk this ball. No. Goodbye.
Yeah, well, Yeah, I don't know if they had kids before then. It'd be different when these cats get caught up. But I would say, if anything, who you need to go maybe get some pointers from is D-O-double-G, Snoop Dogg. You can go talk to him about situations like this because he seemed like he knows how to navigate and keep things together and figure it out. Because I see his wife posted something on Instagram on Mother's Day. Don't ask me for relationship advice because I took the nigga back 81 times.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Damn.
And Snoop popped in the comments and said, "Happy Mother's Day, thank you." That's right. Happy Mother's Day, thank you. Ain't going, bitch, you don't come up, put me on play. You know,
No.
let me play my position. Because she can take me to the ringers at any time. So
That might be the realest thing ever. I ain't got no advice for that. I can't tell you to leave, can't tell you to go. This is me.
she's thinking dynasty, apparently, allegedly.
Yep.
You know, because I think the same chick. I don't know why Snoop be baiting and playing around with these two, but the Selena Powell. I think he said something on one of her videos recently. She's like, "Don't let me drop the video footage I got on you now." I'm like, damn, bro, leave them chicks alone, man. But he obviously knows what he's doing because he's been married for a very long time. And hey, salute to the dog father. You dig? So, there you go. Oh,
I'm looking at the meme now. I'm just like, wow.
she kept it
really
real.
posted
I guess she was like, yeah, shit, don't ask me shit. I'll be the last one to tell you. But she's doing something right, obviously.
I mean, some people got to make their own decisions. You know?
See? That's
You
their
got
family.
kids.
Yeah.
You're secure. Maybe I guess she's. I forgot who was the comedian that said that in the '90s. Like she's just gonna outlive him and get everything. Why get half?
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
You already been this far, I guess. What did Trump say? What else you got to lose?
War of attrition. Just wait his ass out. You got to go eventually. Oh yeah.
But yeah, well, I'm not shading Snoop. I like that, brother.
Shit, you don't have to. She did.
That's why I said I'm just quoting with his wife. But I be very careful. Oh, hey, though, this is that nigga Michael Dean. Oh, yeah, I seen your. Oh yeah, hey, what up, nephew? I seen your little podcast, nigga. You was talking shit. Oh no, that was a joke. So slap the shit. God damn. You give me that Nipsey slap. Joke that, nigga. Damn.
Nah, this ain't snitching. He wouldn't do it. He'd get the bodyguard.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He probably one of them thugged out niggas. Beat my ass. Anyway. Anything else we gotta talk about?
AMC might be for sale.
Oh yeah, I've been hearing rumors or talk that Amazon is looking at picking up AMC.
I know Mike, when he saw that headline, had that same grin Darren Wilson's homeboy had in that picture when he's at the pulpit. Just, I told ya, I've been knowing this stuff. I be knowing how to put all the pieces together. I said it would be a boss move. Look at it.
I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, and I was thinking about it later too. I was like, man, what if they said the AMC A-lister program, if they slid that into the Amazon Prime? Like, oh, you're a Prime member, you're automatically an AMC A-list. So you can go to the movies go see a movie once a day for free. That would be a game changer. Like, whoa. And now it would seem to take away probably the exclusivity of it, but that would change the movie, at least their chain movie game forever. Because then you'd be like, well, shit, I can go see. I ain't never gonna pay for a movie. It's part of my Prime. But again, they'd probably be like, this shit is a loss leader. We don't need to make no money on this for another 5 years. Fuck it, let's just build up and transition our movies to the big screen and transition our TV shows to the movie screen as well. I mean, you know what I mean? It'd be such a synergy move.
Yeah, that's the question I have. What I'm trying to understand, what do they get out of this part? I fully understand the purchase of Whole Foods because they were looking at buying real estate to house a lot of their products, specifically foods, as they were getting into the grocery delivery business. But this one, I'm kind of like, I don't get it.
Well, I think it would be, again, they could look at it in two ways. One, this industry is sort of going down. Maybe we could come in and take it to its next level. So it's not the way we thought of movies would change. And we can have a steady distribution for our content at home and in a device. And now the traditional movie type of thing, we've transitioned to that. So you could see our content the way you want to. Like some of you want to see it on the big screen. Some of you want to watch it at home or on a device. Well, we got you covered with all of it. And we got theaters that's the biggest movie chain. So they would have that on lock. Again, it ain't going to make or break them. Neither would Whole Foods and none of that ain't going to make or break them. But it's another business that Amazon could go in and innovate and dominate as they usually do. Some of it means more to them others. You know, they have all these bookstores across the country, but no one's really talking necessarily about that. But they got that on lock. They came in and changed the book industry. And oh yeah, we're shifting it to online, put out our competitors and shut them down, and then we're gonna open those stores back up and brand them as our shit. So it could be the same thing. We're gonna do that with the movie theater. So Disney ain't gonna have no movie chain. We're gonna get a piece of their shit because they're gonna want to have it in our theaters. So we're gonna eat a little bit off of that. Plus, we have our own
about
shit.
that part. That's a smooth move.
And again, they don't have to operate it necessarily that it has to be some big, you know, they could float it for a while. AMC right now is in debt. They hurting because they don't got cash, but Amazon obviously got cash, so they can, again, they can be like, well, we made a 1% profit or 2%. Okay, cool. We'll get them in another 4 or 5 years. We're going to try out. We're going to put, you know, some delivery Amazon lockers at the theaters, or we're going to tie it in with some other shit that we got. You can pick up stuff there at the movies. While you're at the movies, you can walk out with the DVD as well, or whatever. It could be all kind of stuff. Like I said, they have their own like TV shows. What if they were like, oh, you like what's it called? Expansive or whatever, that sci-fi show?
Yeah, The Expansive. Yeah.
We're going to show a couple episodes at the theater. Or yeah, we got that new Lord of the Rings show they got coming out, right? They bought the rights to that. They're making a TV show on it. What if they put it in the theaters? Yeah, the first 3 episodes you can watch on the big screen. So there's all kind of things they can do, you know. But we'll see. We'll see if they do it. But yeah, man, I'm with it. I'm an AMC fan, but I'm a movie fan first. So I don't care either way, personally.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say it. I don't care who I'm paying the money to, as long as I get to see it.
Yeah, and like I said, I'll watch them at home. I don't care. I ain't been to the movies in months, and I'm like, damn, I want to go, but I also like, I'm good. I don't feel like I'm missing too much, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. Is that it? I think that's all that I had.
No, I got one more thing.
Go ahead.
And I just would like this to be like let's call it like a little barbershop discussion here. I want you guys' input on this. As you know, I'm a member of the Bay Area Grammy program, I guess, organization. And a lot of what I've been doing with them has been surrounded? Whatever. With a lot of the legislation things going on, in politics about making sure music creators get paid fairly, things like that, which are very important. Don't get me wrong. But I sent leadership an email a couple of weeks ago, said, look, we're doing that. I want to do more. Let me host a couple of events. And I told them how I have done many events before. I put asses in seats, bottom line. I got connected with large, beverage distribution places. I got a Rolodex that I can be helpful. I got an email back a week ago. Essentially, they LeVar Balled me. Oh no, stay in your lane. Stay with the politicians. I'm like, motherfucker, do you know who I am? Apparently not. And that's okay. So my question is this. I think we already know the answer. But my question is this. Do I keep my mouth shut, stay in the lane, or do I just say, fuck it, do my thing anyway, and let the bullets fall where they're going to fall?
What's the worst case scenario if the bullets fall where they fall?
The worst case scenario would be they could ask, they could kick me out. But again, if I do an event, let's hypothesize here. Suppose one day I'm at a concert up here with my promoter, and we're just, bullshitting. And I mentioned in passing, hey, why don't we ask one of the Dewey brothers and their producer to come by and do a talk on production techniques, something that would interest, the producers and engineers wing of the Grammys. And people show up and it turns great. What are they going to do? Nothing. Get pissed at me? And if I do it and nobody shows up, what are they going to do? Get pissed at me because nobody showed up? Fuck them. I just don't like the whole, stay in your lane deal. That's not going to work for me. Now if a person wants to take a shot, let them take a shot. If they fuck it up, now you know. But you got to let them take a shot. I don't feel I've been given an opportunity to take the shot yet. And I've held my tongue for about a year now, which is really out of character. So I'm like, look, I can put asses in the seats my damn self. So let's find out.
Is there a certain protocol for the organization?
That's why I contacted them. I asked them, I use that very language. I'm like, look, what is the protocol here? Because I can do blah, 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 blah. Nope. No, that's great. But stay in your lane. Motherfucker.
So
okay.
The only thing I would say about it, and I'm going to leave my personal feelings out of the organization to the side. I guess I would say the worst that could probably happen, I would imagine, is something like that. It is so political, and in terms of what I mean, the relationships that those people have amongst each other in the industry, that I think the worst thing would happen is they would try to blackball you or, ostracize you out. And it has nothing to do with how successful the event was or not. If somebody felt like, hey, I said you don't make a move, you did it anyway. You defied what I said, so let me go holler at Jim and boop, boop, boop. Don't nobody do nothing with him. Oh, but it was success. Yeah, but it ain't about that. He ain't running. He ain't playing by the rule book, the book that we got here. So he's out. That's the worst I can see. I imagine that's a very sort of insider's arena, I'm assuming, but that would be the worst that could happen, in my mind.
Well, that would be pretty extreme. And again, we all know I'm a lawyer. Great, all that. But if somebody comes to me and says, you didn't do what I told you to do, lawyer goes out the window.
Oh, yeah, they're not going to say, they're not going to say it like that. But I'm just, you know what I mean? Like, because they would probably, if it was successful, I can see how someone might be like even more mad. Like, oh, you think you better than me. Now, this is nothing they're going to say. They'll be passive aggressive, but they're going to go to, I could see how they could go to the rest of the little other buddies and the thing like, oh yeah, no, he thinks we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. And those people can have allegiances with these other people and other deals. So they be like, hey, I got to roll with what he say. Nothing personal, but I'm not going to jeopardize my thing.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
So that would only just say, be careful of that. But other than that, I mean, yeah, you do what you got to do. You just got to weigh it all out, I suppose.
Yeah, let me think about it. Let me consult my Mr. Jackson manual when it gets here this weekend. See what he thinks about it.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Because, damn, I'm just like, look, man, because I've been to a couple of events down at the San Francisco one. I wasn't impressed. So, and it's funny because I run into that here with a certain, fuck it, I'm going to say it, one of the black bar associations. I went to one of their events a couple of years ago. I'm like, really? And I pulled somebody aside who I know to look, if you guys want some, restaurants, let me hook you up with some of my people. I got you covered. Michelin, whatever you need, I got this. Nope. I'm like, okay. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all, everything is, what's that Prince line? Everything's political. Well, good luck with that. I'm sure you'll make the right
I'll figure it out. No, I'll figure it out. Yeah. But damn.
All right. I think we have come to the payoff. Once again, some good shit over there.
Nah, it's just that coronavirus. That's all.
Oh, shit. Well, I got that. They got that new sticky icky to knock that Rona right out.
Yes, some sticky icky.
Sticky icky.
Yes,
that in a while. But we're about to get up out of here. And Pooh, real quick. I just watched, I don't know if people have seen this movie. It's an old movie, but I just watched, is it Contagion last night? Yeah. I hadn't seen that since the first game. That movie was kind of crazy.
Yep, because he didn't wipe his hands.
I was like, wow.
Damn.
Well, I should say properly wipe his hands, clean his hands.
I almost felt like they just made that movie because, like, Lawrence Fishburne character was like, well, so you got to have social distancing. I was like, damn, they was talking about that shit back then. Man. Now, somebody correct me real quick. Was Shania Lathan, was like that his girlfriend?
In the movie?
Oh,
yeah.
Shit, I don't know.
I haven't seen it in a minute.
Oh, okay. Because at first I was like, this is his I was like, that's his daughter. But then I was like, no, actually, that's his little chick. Like I was like, go ahead on, Lauren. I was like, I like this character. He's like, fuck, that might be a young, hot thing. But anyway. Yeah, because he told her on the phone, like, get out of town. He wasn't supposed to tell her that, and she told everybody, and he got busted for that.
God damn! Why I gotta be the black woman messing shit up? Damn it!
Well, you know, she was like, "Girl, you get out of here. You better get out of here." He got back to him. I said, "Oh man, you done messed up." I was like, "Well, did you see her?" he gonna have his baby. Fuck all this. Ain't gonna be the only one alive. But anyway, Pooh, where can they find you online, sir?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Ampoo.
All right. Big Sexy and Shaq. Where can I find you, sir?
Well, let's see. Oh, God. Facebook, Mark Wiggins. Instagram, Mark Wiggins 2. Twitter, WSE Mark. And my piano teacher turned me on today, and here's the extreme late pass. I expect to hear about it. She turned me on to some Donny Hathaway. Blew my mind.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. All right. And you can find me, I got an OnlyFans page.
What is OnlyFans?
Coming out. Think of it as kind of like a Patreon. You can post up videos that only your fans can look at. Mine's is called, mine's is onlyfans.com/ didn't you wish your daddy was like mine? No, I don't have an OnlyFans page yet. But definitely check us out at podcastjuice.net. Come to our Patreon, please. And join our Patreon page. You can join as little as $1. I believe it is patreon.com/podcastjuice. I'll put the link in the show notes. But definitely come and check it out. We got some new stuff starting up over there. And now I just realized, what's tomorrow?
Wednesday.
Okay. It's tripping. But anyway, with that said, work it like a job. We'll see you next time. Peace.